I'd start out by showing you all Ben's seedlings he's got going. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trays on that, whatchamacallit, radiator. And then over here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. It's ridiculous. But he's having so much fun. It's like we've got tomatoes. What is that? Acorn squash, spaghetti squash, pumpkins, peppers, butternut squash. We'll see how this does this year. Okay, now we're walking back over to where I normally record, getting to see all my messes in real life. Okay, hold on.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 28 of Love Sockwool podcast. My name is Sarah, also known as Love Sockwool on Ravelry and Instagram. We also have a Ravelry group on Ravelry called the Love Sockwool podcast group, so you can come join and enter in all the chitter chatter that goes on there. And so yes, welcome to another episode. I'm sorry it's been a bit of time since I recorded. If you watched my previous episode, I had mentioned that I'm going into physical therapy for my shoulder and my hand, and so I did start that 2 weeks ago. I've been 2 times now, and I do think it's helping quite a bit. I still have some pain in my shoulder, but I think it's getting better. And they give me all these exercises to do every week. I've got like all these papers with printouts of what I'm supposed to do, and I think it's helping. I think it's going to be a slow process, but I think I'm on the mend. And I can knit. I can do it. I just need to not, I think, sit for too long knitting, because I don't think knitting caused this. I think my posture while knitting may have contributed to the shoulder impingement, because I tend to slouch, and I think a lot of it has to do with keeping my posture the way it should be, and just strengthening my shoulder blade muscles. So I've been doing these exercises that the shoulder blade strengthening exercises, and I think that put strain on my back muscles, because my back muscles are not strong. They're just not. And so yesterday, I had taken my oldest, Priscilla, and her friend to see Zootopia at the movie theater. And when I came home, I bent over to help Juliet, my youngest, buckle her overalls. And so I was kind of like squatting down on the floor, helping her with her buckle. And then when I went to stand up, this muscle to the left of my spine just completely spasmed. And I think I pulled a muscle. So I was down for the count, like the second half of Saturday. I was in so much pain. And I was like, great, I've broken myself again. Just add it to the list of all of my other problems. I took a lot of Advil, iced it, laid down, and basically just watched Gilmore Girls in my bed for the rest of the evening. And I just prayed and prayed and prayed, God, please let me be able to sleep tonight, because I was so worried that I was going to be just awake all night in pain, because I really was in awful pain. And He answered my prayer. I slept really good last night. And I carefully got up this morning and came downstairs and made my coffee. I still felt achy and sore, but I was able to just grab my Bible and my devotional book and just sit in quiet. No one was awake. And I was able to read my Bible this morning without being interrupted and just have some quiet time. And it was really nice. God is so good. He is so good to me, and He does answer prayer. And I just want you to know that. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm nervous because every move I make, I'm like, is it going to spasm again? But I'm okay. I'm all right now. Hopefully I can make it through this podcast. And I apologize for explaining all that, but you know what? I have to tell you what has been going on, what I've been doing, what has been happening to me. So I'm staying home from church this morning to rest. Marshall stayed home too. He's not feeling well, so he's upstairs reading, so he may stick his head in at any moment. How are you? Is your back okay? How's your shoulders? Are you able to knit? Please tell me that you're able to knit. I hope you can. I have been able to as well. I just have been very scattered and disorganized with my knitting, because I figured, well, if I can't sit and knit for very much, I might as well, when I can knit, I might as well knit exactly what I want to knit, because it is for enjoyment. So I do have I actually have 2 finished objects. So I have a pair of socks that I finished that have been on the needles for almost a year. So this is Woolen Vine yarns on her blitzed sock base. So pretty. It's called Octopus Garden. And I was able to finish it, finally. And they are beautiful. And I love how the heels knit up. Do you see the sparkle? So these can go in my box O socks, which is right there, which has become my box of everything. I pretty much have, like, you can't even see it all. There's yarn, fabric, knitting needles, finished objects. I just keep throwing everything in the box O socks. Okay. So I'm so happy to have these done. And they are in here. And okay, so this has been on the needles for 3.5 years, maybe. I think I cast it on, I can't remember if I cast this on before I had Juliet or right after I had her, but it's Tosh Merino Light or Madeline Tosh Merino Light in the Spectrum colorway, which is probably the most beautiful colorway they make. I mean, look at that. It's gorgeous. This is the Mira cowl, and I have not woven in any of my ends. And I have no idea why the stitch marker is on here. Who knows? I don't think I knit it as long, like as tall as I was supposed to, but whatever. I just wanted to have it done. I haven't blocked it or anything, so it's kind of odd. I don't even know how to wear it, but it's just a simple cowl. It's really pretty. I would make another one someday. We'll see. So yes, that is finished. And I have a little bit of the Spectrum left over, so I can put a square on one of my cozy memory blankets. Okay, I have my microphone on. I hope that you can hear me good. Yes. Today's nail polish is brought to you by Sally Hansen. Black diamonds. Can you see that? I don't know if you care, but I just thought I would tell you because it's right here. I also am drinking some tea this morning. This is spiced chai from Trader Joe's, and it's really nice. It's very spicy. I like it. Marshall's drinking it too. Okay, there's like about 5 jillion socks that are on the needles because socks make me happy, so I just keep casting them on. But I do have some single socks that I finished. I finished my first Hermione sock. And this is No Makers Hermione colorway, and it's a 3x1 rib, and I knit these on size 0 needles. It's such a pretty colorway. I really love it. And so these are for me. And I finished Ben's first Ron Weasley sock. It totally is too big for this sock blocker. And this is a 4x4 garter rib. So you purl 4, knit 4, purl 4, knit 4 on one row, and then plain knitting on the second row. So it's a 2-row repeat. Very, very easy. And it makes a nice squishy texture. And I completely love the way the yarn is like swirling and pooling and stuff. So Hermione socks for me and Ron socks for Ben, because Ben is my Ron. I told Priscilla I was doing this. I was like, see, Hermione socks for me, and then there's Ron socks for Daddy because he's my Ron. And she was like, Mom. She was so embarrassed. We have officially reached the stage where now I embarrass my daughter. Good times are ahead, folks. Good times are ahead. So I'm really excited I got these 2 done. And they've been on the needles for a while. I did get the second Ron sock going, and I'm knitting these toe up, as you can see. Not very far, I've only knit like 2 garter ribs. And this is the so No Maker's Bungalow Gnome, which is her BFL nylon base. And I really love it. I don't think I've ever knit with a BFL sock yarn quite like it. It's very squishy. It's soft, but it's got like a little bit like of a rustic feel. So it's really nice. Highly recommend. I may have pre-ordered some Arthur and Molly socks from No Makers on Friday when she had her update. So excited about that. Jilly, we should do our own knit along for Arthur and Molly Weasley socks, because how fun is that? I think, Jilly, you already started your Arthur socks. I need to go check your Instagram page. If you don't know who I'm talking about Vegan Jilly, who has her own podcast called The Knitting Broomstick, and she is so fun to watch. You guys, you should turn me off and go watch her and get some laughs, because you will be delighted. Here's another No Maker sock. This is Bad Bunny on the house gnome base. Is that not wild or not, or what? I just completely love how this is knitting up. These are also for Ben. And I'm using my zings. Almost done with the decreases. I just have like a few more stitches to decrease, and then we'll be zooming along the foot. Look at how the heel flap, I mean, look at that, especially like right in there, like stained glass or something. It's amazing. I have like a million stitch markers on here for some reason. So I've got my little Wilhelmina toadstool and a dinosaur for some reason with a jingle bell. I don't know why. I don't really need it on there, but I think I found it and just threw it on. Bad Bunny. I'm all tangled up in all my other No Maker socks. Okay, so here's Hermione. I did get my second Hermione sock going. I'm trying to really be good about keeping these two going at the same time, because they're just kind of special to me that, well, that Ron and Hermione, one of the greatest couples of all literature, and Ben and Sarah, I mean, one of the greatest couples of all the universe. I've got to knit them at the same time because I want them to be finished at the same time. And I think when they are done, I will tuck them away and save them for Christmas for Ben and me. Okay. So let me tuck this away. Oh, there's socks. There's more socks that I've been knitting. Are any of them over here? Oh, they're right there in that basket. Okay. Hold on. I've made a bit more progress on my beautiful Freckled Whimsy sock. So I'm to the heel flap. I just started the heel flap. And this is dyed by Carrie of Freckled Whimsy. She's got her own beautiful website where you can get her yarn, and she makes just adorable project bags, which I think she calls sock nannies. Do I have her bag? Oh yeah. She so kindly sent me this one, and I just love it. So you see Freckled Whimsy. Thank you, Carrie. This has been so fun. And I still have the skein to give away for the Instagram giveaway, and I just have not had time to do it yet. I can try to do it this week, but this week I've got all my PT and OT appointments. And then we are leaving to drive down to North Carolina for spring break Thursday evening. So Monday through Wednesday is going to be just really busy getting ready for that. So it's possible I may not be able to do that giveaway until after we get back from spring break. And I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm sorry to keep you waiting for that, but there just really hasn't been time. There also has not been time to like get to the post office either. So yeah, we're going down to North Carolina for spring break, leaving Thursday night and driving as far as we can Thursday night, spending the night at a hotel, and then driving the rest of the way on Friday. And then we'll be down in North Carolina for a week. And so I'm really excited to see my parents and my sister and my brother and all my nieces and nephews and catch up with old friends down there. It's going to be really nice. And it's warm down there, so it'll be such a nice break. We also are going to have some Airbnb guests while we are gone. So it's going to be like crash clean the house this week as well. So we're only having one set of peoples. Sorry, I just shook the ironing board. You guys are sitting on an ironing board because I'm classy. I am. Okay, I'll show you another sock that I picked up that I've had on the needles since before Christmas, right after Christmas. So this is, of course, Arnie and Carlos from the first release. I believe they call this one Summer Night. And it's just beautiful. I love all of these colors. And I decided to just not to do contrast heels or toes or anything, just to keep it all the same. I didn't even do anything special as far as keeping all the sequence intact. I just knit the heel flap and just go with it. And it's kind of a busy pattern, so it doesn't bother me if the patterning got broken up with that, because I kind of feel like you can't really tell anyway. So I'm using my beautiful Knit Picks Majestic needles. I really love these. I'm using them on my Cozy Memories blanket, and I have, and then I've got a circular pair for my Ron socks, and I love them. They must have changed their manufacturer or something, because these are much higher quality, I think, than their last batch of needles. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I really do like them a lot. So about halfway down the foot on this. Maybe I can finish it today. We'll see. There's the yarn. Oops. Arnie and Carlos, who now have 3 different design lines out. They're amazing. Colorway 03657 or Summer Night. Okay. I'm all tangled up in my microphone, which I hope is working. I really hope it's picking up my voice better than just the microphone on the iPad. I am recording with a new iPad, mini actually, that I got for my birthday, which has not happened yet. My birthday is at the end of the month, but I did go ahead and get it. And it's got bigger G's. It's got more G's. So I think I can record longer episodes. We'll see if I'm able to. But as far as horsepower, I think I will have the capability of recording longer podcasts, which is nice. It was the main reason why I wanted to get a bigger G. It's a 64G. So tell me that will let me record longer, surely. The other one was a 16G, and I could barely record 25 minutes, 30 tops, and then it would yell at me. And it would let me record, but then when I would go to upload to YouTube, it would say, you do not have enough storage available you need to free up some space. And it's like, well, you let me record it, why won't you upload it? Fed up with that. Marshall has that iPad upstairs. He wasted no time in adding all his little football apps and whatever to play on it. So anyhow, okay. What I have to show you next is not socks. Did I show all the socks? I think there's more socks, but we'll get to them. We'll get to them in a minute. Look at this beautiful bag that Seashore Sharon sent me a while back. This was last year, I think she sent this to me. She I think she was trying to make a quilt with these beautiful 1930 reproduction prints, and then knew she wasn't going to quite get to it, so she just decided to make it into a bag and send me one. So this is like a quilt block right here, then she just probably added some trim up here and put on a backing and turned it into a drawstring bag. I love it, Seashore Sharon. You're the best. She also sent me the sweetest card. I should have brought it over, like a get well card because of my shoulder. It's a card with a turtle on it with a bandage wrapped around it. It's so cute. Thank you, Sharon. That just touched me so much. I loved it. I wish I had brought it over because maybe I can go grab it in a little bit. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of podcasts. I've been watching the Periscoping sisters, Amy and Deb, who are hysterical. They have their first 2 episodes on YouTube, but they Periscope. So if you're on Periscope, you can go watch them because I think they do. I don't know how often they Periscope, but if you go follow them, then you'll find out. They are so funny and so delightful, and I felt so inspired to cast on the Because I Love You rap by Amy Meeks, or Indigo Amy, I think she's called. And I am using this colorway, which is a Madeline Tosh Twist Light. It's their 80-20, I think it's 80-20. Do I have is it in here? I don't know if I have the tags, but anyway, this is called Filtered Light. So it's like a speckled sock yarn. And the reason why I got this one is because it's the closest to Modern Fair Isle, which is my favorite colorway that's kind of speckled. But of course it's sold out everywhere because Susan B. Anderson knit a sock with it and posted a picture of it on Instagram a while back. So now it's sold out everywhere. Susan, the power you wield with one Instagram post. You cannot get this anywhere. But tell me if I'm wrong. If you know where you can get Modern Fair Isle, let me know, because I have looked and it seems to be sold out. At least in the sock yarns, it is. Maybe they have it somewhere in like the Tosh Merino Light or one of the other bases, but I wanted it in the sock yarn. And then the contrast color was gifted to me by sweet Patty, who is Clarinet, twin of Enginets. She gave me this gorgeous bright pink, and it's Yarn Love, which I don't think I've got the label in here either, but it's the Yarn Love brand Juliet base. Or was that the colorway? Maybe it's the colorway's Juliet, which is perfect because I have a Juliet. But it's also, I mean, it's a different brand of yarn, but I'm pretty almost 100% positive that it's the same base. Because it looks exactly the same. It's the same yardage, it's the same fiber content. So anyway, now I am enjoying this, and I love that the picots just help you keep track of where you are in the pattern, which is really, really cool. I think I made a mistake though here, because like it said in the pattern not to cut, you know, the main color while you're doing the garter stripe, but I think maybe, am I supposed to like wrap the yarns together before I, you know, knit back across? Because there's like a nice little hole there, which is, I'm not going to rip it back. I could sew it closed with my ends, but did I do something wrong? Maybe I did something wrong. So maybe it's like in Tarja where you kind of have to, when you're switching colors, you have to like wrap the yarn around, the two working yarns around each other. Am I making sense? I hope you know what I'm talking about. So I'm using size 5s, even though I think the pattern says to use 6s, but I could be wrong. But I'm using 5s. It doesn't matter. You can use whatever size needle you want to get the fabric that you like. So yeah, I hope I can get at least get another section of this done. Maybe today. I'm not in any hurry. I just want to knit all the shawls in the world right now. I just want to knit something. I really would love to knit the Wendy Sky shawl designed by Amy's sister, Deb. That's just beautiful, and I really would love to knit it in the yarn that was dyed specifically for it by Savvy Skeins. If you ever get a chance, go look at savvyskeins.com. It's Savvy is with 2 V's. And you can click on the Windy Sky shawl. I think it's like a kit. I don't know if you get the pattern if you buy the yarn. I'm not sure, but it's this beautiful, variegated kind of spring colors that are gorgeous, and it's in an MCN base, which is really beautiful. And then you can pick your contrast color. And she's got like 4 different contrast colors, and they are just beautiful. And I was this close to ordering it, but I'm like, I just can't. I need to try to use yarn I already have. But I don't know, I may have to break down and get that color combo at some point. Okay, I do have more to show, I think. Let me see. I got a kit from Sweet Molly of a Homespun House. Isn't this pretty? Got a couple of her stitch markers on here. So nice. And the kit came with this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. Isn't that beautiful? It's called Hyacinth, and this is on her Dale fingering base. I just want to dive right into this. You know what I want to do? I would love to make Molly's. Okay, so I've made the Whispering Pines shawl, and I had started the Windswept shawl that she designed, but then I think I just wasn't happy with the yarn that I chose, because it was that Barocco Ultra Alpaca Light, and I had knit a lot with that. I had just finished a shawl, one of Susan B. Anderson's shawls with the Barocco, and I just was tired of it, and so I ended up frogging that. I still really, really, really want to knit the Windswept, because I absolutely love the texture, and I love the lacy border, like the floral lacy border with like the long knits. That's just so stunning. But this isn't enough yarn though to knit that. So I do have another order coming from Molly with Pygmy Puff on the Dale base, which is like a fun pink with speckles, kind of beautiful colorway. And I was thinking I could knit this for the textured part, and then the Pygmy Puff for the lace part. But then I'm like, you know what? I love the Whispering Pines. Could I knit the Whispering Pines textured part and then knit the lace from the Windswept on the bottom? Could I do that, Molly? Would that work? I just need to figure out like the stitch count, because it would be fun to just blend those 2 shawls together. So I might do that, because I really want to knit this yarn in the Whispering Pines textured pattern, because it's so beautiful. So stash enhancement. Let's just do stash enhancement. There's some stash enhancement, because I've been sad because of my shoulder, and it's my birthday month. I couldn't knit a whole lot, so I can still buy yarn, right? So I did. So you know what a wonderful American I am? Ben and I went to our caucus back on Super Tuesday, which was wild. It was so wild. I've never been to a caucus before. It was packed, like jam-packed. And so we're sitting there, it was at a high school in a gym, and we're sitting, everybody's filing in, and they're getting ready to start, and you know, we're just waiting. And so finally the lady's up at the front explaining like how everything works, and you know what I'm doing? I'm sitting on my phone ordering sock yarn on Etsy, paying no attention to what's going on. But until people started talking about their different candidates and who they liked, and oh my goodness, we saw some Minnesotans get angry, and that was rich. I mean, like, you do not see Minnesotans get angry very often, but they did that night, and Ben and I were sitting back just like, this is hilarious. We're terrible Americans, but so anyway, this is my yarn that I ordered while we were sitting at the caucus. I have always wanted to try Beautiful Laura of Jinx yarn. I've always wanted to try her yarn, but I just hadn't yet. And this is on her sparkle base. Oops, I dropped her card. Or Glitz sock, and it's Lantern Festival. Oh my goodness, look at that. Are you dying right now? Because I'm dying. I mean, look at that. It's just stunning. It's so pretty. I'm scared to knit with it. I don't want to mess it up. It's so beautiful. And I had seen this colorway, Kristen of Miss Bullenvine, Yarngasm podcast, she knit a pair of socks in this exact colorway. And I remember seeing it and thinking, oh, I see that's the colorway. I want to get it. So I did. And oh, it's so beautiful. I love it so much. And it smells good too. I'm keeping it very carefully wrapped up in its package because I don't want anything to happen to it. I'll probably make socks with it. But right now, it is art that will be displayed over here. There's more. Okay, so I had ordered the Madeline Tosh Twist Light in the filtered light colorway. And I also grabbed this one. I got this from Jimmy Beans. And this is the chicory colorway. Isn't that beautiful? The light is, it's very sunny outside, so I think we're getting good light today because this is a good representation. Everything I've shown is good representation of what the colors actually are. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. So I had thought of pairing this one with filtered light for some socks, but then I got all excited about the Because I Love You wrap and I changed plans. I think I might use this for a pair of socks because I was watching a podcast. Was I watching the Legacy Knits girls, Sue, who's the mom, and Chelsea, who's the daughter. Chelsea is knitting a pair of Dumbledore's Christmas stockings. I don't know what yarn she's using, but I love that. She showed that and I was like, that looks like such a cool pattern. Why have I not ever looked at that pattern before? And so I went and looked it on Ravelry. It's by Erica Luder of Hermione's Everyday Sock fame. And it's such a fun pattern. And you can, when you look at it, like there's 2 charts and you can knit those charts in any order you want, making your socks completely unique. So it's really cool. I'm excited. So these might be Dumbledore Christmas stocking socks. It's dangerous for me to watch podcasts. And these are like Periscoping Sisters and Legacy Knits. I've been watching the Grocery Girls. It's very dangerous for me when I start catching up on podcasts because then I want to knit everything they're knitting. Everything. Like I want to knit the Windswept again really, really bad because Chelsea finished hers in this beautiful like blush color. It's so gorgeous. And so now I want to knit that. And the Dumbledore socks. There's not enough hours in the day. Watching podcasts is very dangerous for me. I either buy yarn or I cast on everything in the world, which I can't do. But that's what I think I can do. It's ridiculous. Okay, so last weekend, my friend Karen, she came up for a baby shower that we were both going to, and she stayed with me. And we went to Stephen B. Yarn Garage, which is always a treat because they have hedgehog. They have the hedgehog. And we both got a skein of sock yarn. And Karen got some hedgehog spinning fiber, and we had a blast. So this is called Pine. I really love like natural colored yarns with just a bit of speckle. I mean, this is very minimalist. Look at that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. It could be a shawl. It could be socks. I don't know. But I love it. And yeah, I had to get it. Okay, now, so next week we go down to North Carolina to visit my parents. Also next week, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. It comes out. And we are very excited about it around here. And when I say we, I mean Marshall and I are very excited about it. Ben could care less. I was texting my mom and dad, I was like, we have to go see this when we're down in North Carolina because Wonder Woman is in it. Did you know this? Did you know that Wonder Woman is in the new superhero movie that's coming out? She is. They're keeping very quiet about it. It's hard to find trailers with her actually in it, but she's in it. And so I had to do this. I had to get some Wonder Woman socks from Ms. No Makers on her sparkle base because Wonder Woman is sparkly. She is. I grew up on Wonder Woman. Linda Carter, which I discovered, you can watch all the old Linda Carter Wonder Womans on Amazon Prime, but you have to pay for it. You can watch the first episode for free, but the rest you have to pay for. I might have to do it because she's awesome. Now the new lady, what's her name? Gal Gadot. She's beautiful, and she, I'm sure, will be a wonderful Wonder Woman. But in my heart, Linda Carter will always be Wonder Woman. And she's still alive and kicking. She's my mom's age. And I think she sings. I think she's a singer. Am I right about that? I was up late on Wikipedia finding out all of these things. So isn't that fun? So I'm gonna wind this up to take with me to North Carolina and have Wonder Woman socks to knit on when we go see the movie, which will be so fun. And I'll probably just do plain vanilla because this is highly variegated, obviously. So I'll probably just do plain vanilla. Okay, I think that might be it for yarn. Oh, no. I got some Patton's Croix. I have wanted this colorway forever, but it's never in the stores. They never have this colorway in the stores. It's called Mulberry Stripes, and I just love it. I haven't decided if I'm going to just make Juliet a pair of socks or me. I don't know, but I love it, and I just wanted it for my stash. And we also went to Crafty Planet, and I picked up some beautiful fabric clothes. They're just third yardages. This is really cute. It's balls of yarn. Perfect. Mustard yellow, which is my favorite yellow. Look at that. I think Little Bobbins maybe made some bags with this fabric. Is that right, Danny? It's so sweet. I love the tulips and the bikes. And I had to get some more sloths. Oh my goodness, have you seen Zootopia? The sloths run the DMV. How perfect is that? That was hysterical. If you haven't seen Zootopia, you should go see it. It's good. It's very good. Oh, cozy memories. Oh, let me show you this. Okay. So that beautiful vegan Jilly, hi Jilly, of the Knitting Broomstick, she just is the sweetest thing and sent me a package with this gorgeous bag in it made by Mad Bird. And she sent me a bunch of minis, which I've already put into my blanket here. And she sent me a bunch of stickers for my Erin Condren planner, which I should have brought over. I should show you that. That was so nice of you, Julie. That would just made my day. So here's my Cozy Memories blanket number 2. Hold on, it's kind of upside down. Of course, I am mid-square, barely mid-square. So Julie sent me these 3, 1, 2, 3. She sent me another one that I haven't put on yet. So this is Pandia's Jewels. It's so fluffy, and oh my goodness, I want this colorway so bad. It's so beautiful, and I think it's an MCN base. And this is Oi Watch It Spaceman that Julie just finished some socks with that. It's so fun. And this is Lene Yarns, Vanessa, and it's pink vintage ornament, and it's a sparkle, but I don't know if it's not really picking up the sparkle, but really fun colorway. So yeah, I'm having fun with Cozy Memories. I've put on gobs of squares. Basically this entire row I've put on since last we spoke. This one is a mini from, okay, so I got a package of minis from Brew City Knits and I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Is it in here? No. Maybe it's upstairs somewhere. It must have fallen out. It'll turn up. But I got their Peter Pan mini skein collection. So this is Peter Pan. This is Joel's socks, Arnie and Carlos from the Third Design line. This is Manos del Uruguay Alegria, I think Carnival, that Patty gave me. This is Brew City Knits, Tiger Lily. Is that not fun? You guys should go check out Brew City Knits. She's got really fun colorways. Then this is my sockhead hat in the Misty Alpaca Tilt-A-Whirl colorway. I love how that's striped in the square. Then Patty gave me some of her Stellar Banshee Blitzed. You can see the sparkle. I love that. By Wool and Vine Yarns. And then Karen gave me a mini of another Crafty Girl, I'm Not a Moron. And then, ooh, this one. This is beautiful. This one is, Molly sent a little mini in my order. I think this might be the Half-Blood prints. I could be wrong, but I think it is. It wasn't labeled. And I think it's on the Bakken base because it is like unbelievably soft. So pretty. And then I just started another square, just put this on this morning, and it's more Hedgehog Fibers Monet. And I've knit a pair of socks with this, and I had my own, but this one is Patty's because she also had that colorway. I think I used up all my Hedgehog Fibers Monet. I may have sent it in minis to people, or I don't know. I don't know what, it's all gone. I used it all up. iMovie shut me off. Sorry about that. So yes, I love the cozy memories. It's wonderful. And I've got my big cozy memories here. I think, I don't think I showed you this. This is just the one square I put on. This is Query Fiber Shamrocks and Rainbows, I think. It's a tweedy sock yarn. It's really pretty. St. Patrick's Day. Perfect for St. Patrick's Day. And then I've got one more square, and then this row will be finished. And I seriously debated going ahead and just putting a border on this and just finishing it, even though it's not big enough. It's wide enough, but it's not long enough. But I thought, well, maybe I'll just go ahead and put a border on it. And then it's the kind of thing where it just will lay across the back of our couch or at the foot of the bed or something. But Karen convinced me to keep going with it. So I think I'm going to keep adding more squares. But I keep having so much more fun with this one. I'm always wanting to knit on the smaller one and not so much on the bigger one. I don't know why. And I love all these people who are knitting monthly blocks of cozy memories, basically, that beautiful Kay of the Bakery Bears is doing, like, you know, like a January block, like of 16 squares, and then putting a white border around it. And then so you'd have 12 blocks by the end of the year and have a good size blanket. And I want to do that. Maybe I should just do it and start with like an April block and just go from there. Like, not try to catch up with January, March, and February, March, but just pick up with April and do the rest of the year. I'll just be off by 3 months and catch up next year. I don't know. I want to knit everything, but I don't have time. Is there anything else worthy of showing you? I think that might be it. Thank you to everyone who has messaged me either on Instagram or send me a card in the mail or message me on Ravelry. Thank you so much for your kind words and tell me that you're praying for me, for my shoulder. I really so appreciate that, and I'm so touched by that. And I think God's answering prayer. He really is. Even though I feel like I had a setback yesterday with my back spasming, but I'm feeling better right now today. So yarn is moving around. I didn't do that. So anyhow, thank you so much. And I apologize. I haven't checked the Ravelry group in like a week or something. I'm really the worst with checking Ravelry because every time I have to get on, I have to like log in, and it's like this extra step, and it's hard to respond to people's comments like on my iPad. The autocorrect is ridiculous on my iPad. It's insane. So I'm thinking, like, for right now, if you want to message me, I might get in touch with you quicker if you direct message me on Instagram or even just comment under pictures on my Instagram rather than Ravelry, because I just am not getting on Ravelry that much unless I'm just wanting to download a pattern or, look up a pattern or something. So for right now, like, as far as interacting, Instagram is the way to go. That's just where I'm at. It's just easier I check it more often. So I think I'll let you go. Thanks for watching and putting up with me. I hope you were able to hear me good today. Hope you have a lovely Palm Sunday and start to Holy Week. It's a beautiful day. I might try to, I should get out and try to walk. I'm worried, I don't want to run. I usually go running, but I don't want to mess up my back. So I might just go for a walk today. So I hope you can get out and enjoy whatever kind of weather you're having. And I hope you get to knit today and have some peace and quiet. And God bless you all. And I will see you the next time I record. Bye.